Welcome back to The Historian. Today, we're diving into the fascinating and sometimes humorous life and career of the 46th President of the United States, Joe Biden. It's going to be a fun ride. Let's get started. Early days. The kid from Scranton. Joe Biden was born on November 20th, 1942 in Scranton, Pennsylvania. Growing up in a working-class family, young Joe faced his fair share of challenges, including a stutter. Hey Joe, any advice for overcoming challenges? Just keep talking. Eventually, you'll find the right words. Biden moved to Delaware as a teenager, where he later attended the University of Delaware and Syracuse University College of Law. The Senate years. Young and ambitious. In 1972, at the age of 29, Biden became one of the youngest people ever elected to the U.S. Senate. Tragedy struck shortly after his victory when his wife and daughter were killed in a car accident. Joe, how did you manage to keep going after such a tragedy? By remembering that every day is a gift and there's always work to be done. Despite the personal loss, Biden dedicated himself to his work in the Senate, commuting from Delaware to Washington, D.C. every day, earning him the nickname Amtrak Joe. Hey Joe, what's your secret to staying grounded? Easy. Just take the train. Vice President, the Obama years. Fast forward to 2008, and Biden joins Barack Obama as his running mate. The Obama-Biden ticket wins, and Biden becomes the 47th Vice President of the United States. Mr. Vice President, how do you feel about being number 2? Just happy to be part of the team. Plus, I get a pretty nice office. Biden played a key role in the administration, focusing on issues like economic recovery, foreign policy, and healthcare. Joe, what's your strategy for dealing with tough negotiations? Smile, listen, and sometimes just let Barack handle it. The 2020 campaign, back in the ring. In 2019, Biden announced his candidacy for the 2020 presidential election. After a grueling primary season and a historic campaign, Biden won the presidency, defeating incumbent Donald Trump. Joe, why did you decide to run for president again? Because I knew there was still work to be done. And I missed the debates. Biden's campaign focused on unity, healing, and tackling pressing issues like the COVID-19 pandemic and racial inequality. Hey Joe, what's your plan for bringing the country together? Simple, by being a president for all Americans, even the ones who didn't vote for me. In the White House, the Biden administration. As the 46th president, Biden hit the ground running, addressing the pandemic, rolling out a massive vaccination campaign, and pushing for economic recovery through the American Rescue Plan. Mr. President, how do you handle all this pressure? By taking it one day at a time and always remembering to wear my aviators. Biden's administration has also focused on infrastructure, climate change, and rebuilding alliances with other countries. Joe, what's your secret to handling international diplomacy? Just be honest, respectful, and sometimes offer a little folksy charm. The 2024 decision. Stepping back. On July 21, 2024, President Biden announced he would not continue his bid for re-election, stating it was in the best interest of the Democratic Party and the country to withdraw from the race. He endorsed Vice President Kamala Harris to be the nominee. Joe, why the decision to step back? Sometimes, the best way to move forward is to let someone else lead. The decision came nearly a month after Biden's poor debate performance in June, which alarmed Democrats in Washington and sparked discussion about whether he could be replaced on the Democratic ticket. Joe, any thoughts on your debate performance? Hey, everyone has an off night. Besides, Kamala's got this. Bidenisms, the classic Joe moments. One thing everyone loves about Joe Biden is his ability to connect with people and his sometimes off-the-cuff remarks, affectionately known as Bidenisms. Hey Joe, any memorable moments you'd like to share? Well, there was that time I called Barack clean and articulate. Still hear about that one. Biden's candid, sometimes humorous approach has made him a relatable figure, even if it occasionally gets him into hot water. Joe, any advice for aspiring politicians? Never underestimate the power of a well-timed ice cream cone. So there you have it, folks. The story of Joe Biden, from his early days in Scranton to his time as Vice President, and his decision to step back in 2024. Smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more historical adventures. This is The Historian, signing off.